Hey, this is Robert. I was out driving recently making some money, and I picked up an Uber passenger that also happened to be a driver. He had been driving for about 2 months, and he started asking me questions about what to expect in our market in the upcoming months. He said he had some debt that he needed to pay off, and he had some specific earnings goals. Then he asked me if his wife could also be a driver and if she could use his car. The answer to this question is absolutely. Both Uber and Lyft welcome this. So what I'm going to talk about in this video is how you can go about doing this if you plan to share your car, and some very important things that you'll want to keep in mind. So let's talk about some of the benefits of sharing a vehicle. You share expenses such as insurance and maintenance. You have one designated car for rideshare, which means the extra costs are incurred on only one car instead of two. The car will be profitable for more hours during the day with multiple people doing rideshare, and a husband and wife team or other family members can possibly double the household income earned from rideshare. Yes, there's also no reason why you can't share the car with another family member or even a roommate. Of course, you'll need a car that qualifies, and I'll leave links to both Uber and Lyft vehicle requirements in the description below. While in most cases both drivers won't have to be on the registration, they will have to be on the same insurance policy. But what about sharing your car with someone else? Members of the same household will likely already be on the same insurance policy, but it gets a little trickier with someone that isn't living with you. Insurance companies are never too excited about letting people that don't live at the same address drive your car and have them on your policy. That's not to say it's never happened though, because I actually once loaned my motorcycle to a friend, and I was easily able to add him to my insurance even though he didn't live with me. Sometimes this is called a partial or occasional driver, but letting someone drive your car exclusively for rideshare is a whole different thing. Even if they just spend a few hours doing rideshare, it automatically goes way beyond a partial or an occasional driver, and this could fall under people using the car for business, which would normally require a commercial policy. But fortunately, more insurance companies have embraced the market that has opened up with so many people using their personal vehicles to make money. And Uber and Lyft actually have pretty good coverage for drivers during most of the periods of rideshare. So the risk isn't even all that much higher on personal policies with a rideshare endorsement, and the extra cost isn't all that much great either, depending on the company. I'll leave a link in the description below for anyone that would like to view the details on just how Uber and Lyft insurance covers drivers. So the possibilities are there, but if you're going to let someone that isn't your spouse or family member, and especially somebody that doesn't live with you, use your car for rideshare, you should protect yourself from a business standpoint, including making sure you're covered in the case of an accident. If someone is out driving your car doing rideshare and your insurance company finds out, your policy will likely be dropped, but worse than that, they won't cover you in an accident if they find out the other person was driving your car during rideshare on a non-rideshare insurance policy. So if this person, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your business partner, your friend, gets in an accident and suddenly you're not covered, just imagine the problems that you could have. You'd expect this person would be responsible for the damages, right? But what if they don't have the money to cover it? Or what if they just decide that they no longer want to be your business partner, your friend, your boyfriend, or your girlfriend? Or what if they're injured? What if they injure somebody else? You'll definitely want to have a rideshare endorsement on your insurance policy. And it would also be smart to have a signed agreement in place for any maintenance expenses, insurance costs, or any fees that they might owe you for the use of the car. You might also consider an Uber fleet account. Lyft doesn't currently offer this, but this is an Uber account that will allow you to add drivers to your account, and all of the earnings get paid to your account, and then you disperse them to the other drivers. And of course you can make deductions for insurance, maintenance, usage fees, and anything else. The fleet account, along with rideshare insurance and signed agreements for usage of the car, just gives you another level of protection because it makes sure that you'll get paid first. So just to sum it up, both Uber and Lyft welcome family members that want to both be drivers, and they don't care if you use the same car. It's smart to take advantage of opportunities that are available if you're doing rideshare, and that includes sharing your car to make it more profitable. While some drivers don't bother with rideshare insurance, family members that are sharing a car will have to decide this for themselves. But in the case of you sharing your car with someone else, the risk is potentially a lot higher, and I certainly wouldn't do it without making sure to have a rideshare endorsement on the policy. You may also want to have signed agreements to say how the car will be used, fees that will be charged, and what expenses the other party is responsible for. An Uber fleet account may be worth looking into. So if you decide to let someone else drive your car, it may make a lot of sense from a financial perspective, but just make sure that you consult with an insurance agent and possibly even an attorney. You'll definitely want to make sure that all your bases are covered. Don't forget about the links in the description below. Thank you for watching the video. Oh, by the way, I'll be making at least 2 to 3 videos every week, so don't forget to subscribe.